2021, the Attorney General's office here in Kentucky reported more than $12.7 million lost to scammers. Some of those losses were because of real estate scams.
We weren't sure what was going to happen at that time.
Just days before officially closing on his Jeffersontown home, Kevin Thieneman got an email from what appeared to be his closing attorney.
Please wire the money to XYZ.
And this closing attorney, you had not had any interaction with?
I had actually some interaction with them previously. There was nothing in the emails that made it look suspicious in the least little bit.
So Kevin did as he was told.
I wired them over $70,000.
Then called his realtor to let them know.
And he said, Kevin, your closing attorney didn't do anything. They didn't send you that. Immediately I drove back up to the bank. The bank told me the money's wired. You're probably out. You've probably lost your money.
The email from the fraudster was a near perfect spoof of Kevin's actual closing attorney's email. We're blurring their name for privacy purposes.
The logo, the letterhead, the disclosure, everything was 100% exactly right, except for that one thing.
The email address. Look closely. The word Louisville is missing an L.
The real has Louisville with 2 L's.
They will either hack the listing agent, they'll hack possibly the lender, the closing attorney. They'll hack their email. And then once they get into the email, they will search for actual closing documents.
Shelley May works for the Attorney General's office in Kentucky and says nationally, hundreds of millions of dollars are lost every year because of real estate scams just like this. In 2020, $213 million were reported lost because of real estate scams. In 2021, over $350 million were lost. That's more than a $100 million increase in just a year.
The scammers are getting quite crafty.
Fortunately for Kevin, he received word 5 days after wiring the money that it had been returned to his account.
Big time relief. We just praise God for that happening.
But not all cases have a happy ending. The Attorney General's office warns folks to be extra cautious before wiring your hard-earned money.
Check for errors in the actual email address itself. Look at poor grammar, outside of normal business hours.
For more tips on how to protect yourself, head to WHAS11.com and click on this story. I'm Heather Fountain, WHAS 11 on your side.